Hey everybody. So it's Tuesday morning after Memorial Day, and I'm back on trail, and I just put 5 miles in. I'm just sitting down here for a sec, take a breather. I was reading some of the comments on the channel, and one of them said, share more about your experience out there instead of like, okay, this is a shelter, here's the trail. And it's funny, my production team, as I call it, my wife and stepson, said the same thing. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So, I'm 64 and a retired teacher, and this was always a dream of mine to do, and I decided this was the year to do it. So how hard is it? Physically, pretty much everybody out here has some type of ailment, physical issue at some point, pretty much everybody. And it's your tendons. And I don't care how much you work out before you come on trail, and it's a good idea. Just don't get off the couch and come in here and think you're going to do it. The tendons, you got to work the tendons. The best way to train to come out here, honestly, is put a pack on and get on a local trail, and one that's not so smooth that it's not testing your tendons out and pushing them to their limits, because you will have issues with your tendons when you come out here, and your feet. You need to make sure you have the right shoe, the right support. I personally use a lightweight boot, a Solomon boot. A lot of the guys and girls out here will use a trail runner. And for me, that's just doesn't give me the type of support that my feet need, and my tendons in my feet really I've been struggling with them for about 3 or 4 weeks now. I didn't have an issue for the first 800 miles. There's a lot of gnats around here. But then I started to, and you know what that has a lot to do with too, is your pack weight. So if you're coming out, make sure you have good gear that's lightweight. It's worth spending the money for good gear and lightweight gear, and keeping your pack as light as you can. I was with some guys early on, and one of them had a pack that was 54 pounds. It's like, what? You want your base weight to be pretty low, as low as you can get it. My base weight when I started was about 28 pounds. And base weight means just all your clothing, your tent, your sleeping bag, all that stuff, your cook stove. It doesn't include food or water. And water is the heaviest thing in your pack, by the way. And you're usually going to be packing 4 days of food, give or take a day. And that can get really heavy too. So base weight was 20. No, I'm sorry. My base weight was, well, yeah, I guess it was around 28. And then maybe it was a little lighter than that, because with water and food, I was up around 32 pounds. So that's even a little heavy. And, it's something, if you put it on your back and you start hiking, you find that you can do it. But what happens is 800 miles in, 1,000 miles in, your body, your tendons start to react to that. So something to keep in mind. A light pack is super important, but comfort is also important as well. I have my base weight now down to 18 pounds and fully loaded with